Today, we're diving into the world of the puffin, a bird that's absolutely packed with some surprising superpowers. But let's start with a little mystery. You know that iconic, super colorful beak? The one thing everyone recognizes? Well, what if it wasn't permanent? What if it just vanished every single year? Okay, so to really get the puffin, you first have to understand that they're living a double life. They are, no joke, masters of two totally different worlds. See, on land, they have this waddle that's kind of comical, maybe even a little clumsy. But the second they hit the water, whoosh. They transform into these sleek, incredibly powerful swimmers and divers. The difference is just night and day. And yeah, this split personality has earned them some pretty perfect nicknames. Their bright beak gets them called sea parrots, but their goofy antics on land, that's where clowns of the sea comes from. It just captures their two sides perfectly. And don't let their small size fool you. To even stay in the air, a puffin has to beat its wings an incredible 400 times a minute. And all that furious flapping really pays off. A puffin can zip through the air at up to 88 kilometers an hour. That's about 55 miles per hour. They're like these little feathered bullets. But here's the thing. Those small, powerful wings aren't just for the sky. Nope, their real superpower is using them to fly underwater. This is what makes them such fantastic hunters. They actually use their wings to propel themselves through the water, pretty much the same way they do in the air. Then they use their webbed feet like rudders to steer. They can dive down to 60 meters, that's 200 feet deep, and can hold their breath for up to 2 whole minutes. All right, so all that skill in the water leads us straight to their next superpower, that incredible beak. It is so much more than just a pretty face, it's the ultimate fishing tool. The real secret is on the inside. You see, the beak has these special notched joints, and there are backward-facing spines on its tongue and the roof of its mouth. This whole setup lets them grip a fish tight so it can't get away while leaving the tip of their beak totally free to catch even more. It's a pretty amazing process when you think about it. So they catch a fish, then use their tongue to push it up against those spines, locking it in place. Then they just open their beak and catch another one, and another one, all without ever dropping the ones they already have. So just how good are they at this? Well, the record for the most fish carried by a single puffin on one trip is 61. I mean, just imagine trying to do that with your hands, let alone your mouth. Now, for all the show they put on out in the open, on the cliffs, and in the water, puffins have this whole other side that almost nobody sees. It's a secret life that takes place completely underground. They spend about 8 months of the year way out on the open ocean, just bobbing around on the waves hunting for food. But when it's time to start a family, they come back to land to raise their babies inside burrows. They actually dig these tunnels about 3 feet deep right into the cliff sides, making these hidden, safe little nurseries. And their family life is just incredibly dedicated. Puffins usually mate for life, and that partnership can last for 20 years or more. Every single year, they come back to the exact same burrow to raise their single chick, which is called a puffling, and both mom and dad share all the work, from keeping the egg warm to catching all the fish. And this brings us right back to our mystery from the beginning, because that famous, colorful beak, it plays a huge part in this whole family story. It's time for the beak's big reveal. So why is the beak so bright? Well, it's all about attracting a partner. You can almost think of it like a puffin's dating profile. It's designed to show off and catch the eye of a potential mate. Those really vibrant oranges and yellows are a direct signal of just how healthy and strong that puffin is. A brighter beak basically tells other puffins, hey, I'm healthy, I'm a great fisher, and I'll be an amazing parent and provider for our puffling. Okay, but all that flashy color is really only necessary for the spring and summer breeding season. So what happens when that's all done and it's time to head back out to the open sea for a long, cold winter? Well, the answer is a pretty dramatic change. Here on the left, you've got the puffin in its full summer breeding glory. And on the right, that's the same bird, but in the winter. And here it is, the solution to our mystery. The puffin literally sheds the colorful outer layers of its beak. Underneath is a much smaller, duller gray beak. It's perfect for staying camouflaged and avoiding predators during those long months out on the open ocean. So there you have it, a clumsy clown on land, but an absolute master of the sea. A creature that goes through this incredible transformation every single year. It really makes you wonder, what other secrets are these amazing birds hiding, right in plain sight?